So I'm headed to actually Immigrant Campground and StovePipe Wells, 28 miles. I think Immigrant Campground is 16 miles or 18 miles. If you're going to come to Death Valley, you might as well come when it's cold. StovePipe Wells, we got just one little obstacle in front of me, and that's that mountain. It's about 5,000 feet. I'm sitting at about 2. So it's probably going to take me a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours to get over the top of this hill. Looks like quite a hill. Wow, the Thunderbirds are putting on a little show here. Maybe doing some practice. I doubt you can see it, but there's some awesome aerial acrobatics going on. About halfway up, and you can see Panamint Springs is right down there. That's where I came from, and where I'm going is right here is Town Pass. You can see there's a pretty good shoulder here. I mean, for a national park, this is outstanding. The National Park Service does everything they can to discourage bicyclists from entering the national park. But about halfway up, and climb up another, probably I think the top of the, right there in that saddle is 4,900 feet, and I'm probably 28, something like that. So just above 3 grand here, and only 1,900 more feet up. It's got a guardrail now, which I don't like, but if I have to, I can jump over it. Panamint Springs is, oh my goodness, way down there. You can see the road that crosses the valley. 1,900 more feet. I should be over the top. I still don't see it yet. I don't even see where it's gonna go over. I mean, I can see the road as it comes around here, and they've cut through that crest of that hill, and then they've embanked it, and I don't know where it's gonna go. If it's gonna go that way, I'm hoping. It's not. I can see the saddles here, but can't see where it tops. Still climbing up here. Long way back. Look at there. Yeah, that's a smashed tarantula. That's a big boy too. Took me darn near 5 hours to get to the top here. Total distance was about 16 miles, but obviously came up close to 6,000 feet or 5,000 feet. Immigrant Campground is I think 5 or 6 miles, fortunately downhill. And StovePipe Wells is 17 miles. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's only actually it's midday, so I mean I could easily make it to StovePipe, but I hate to pass up Immigrant, and they have water at that campground. So just a word of warning, that Town Pass, that's a haul. You better have your climbing shoes on. So coming down into the next valley, really the real Death Valley. Finally. This is the Death Valley that's going to be the lowest point in the lower 48, the lowest elevation, negative 282 feet. I probably won't see that for a day or two, but it's like a roller coaster on this side. It's really nice. Towns Pass is Immigrant Campground. I'm just leaving. There's 10 spots. It's free. It's tents only. There's water available, and there's a flush toilet right at the end of the campground. I better get some video here of the valley as the sun's rising. In about 2,000 feet, I'll be at the valley floor and at StovePipe Wells, where I'll probably spend the day and do some planning and some resupply and some washing, a little cleaning. But it's just incredibly gorgeous, these mountains to this side. Up that way is Scotty's Castle. I'll probably be making my way up there in the next day or so. Just around this bend is StovePipe Wells, and then further down the valley to the south is Furnace. In Death Valley National Park, and with me is Phil, who's an avid cyclist.
Yes, sir.
And a National Park Service volunteer and camp host here at the campground.
Camp host at StovePipe Wells. Yeah,
Yep.
I've been here for about 2 months. Going to be here for another 4 to 5 months. It's perfect weather in the winter time. The camp is open usually from around the middle of September to the first part of May.
Perfect.
And it's just excellent.
Right, and I'm going to pan around a little bit. I'm camped right there, and I'm going to pan around the campground. And the campground is actually kind of big.
It's a huge campground. We have 190 spaces here, but most of them are RV, but we do have about 30 tent campsites.
Okay, good. And you've got, tent campsites are kind of broken into 2 parts.
Right.
So right here we're in the front of the campground.
Yes.
And then way in the back.
Way in the back, and the nice part about the ones in the back is that you can kind of go out into the desert and
Awesome.
do some camping.
I like that.
Camping. But it's an excellent place. I've been coming here for about 5 or 6 years, and I retired about a year ago, and I decided that hey, I might as well just live here.
Okay, awesome. And you're almost a daily rider here.
Oh yes, I go for a bike ride usually in the afternoon, about 18 to 20 miles, and it's beautiful bike riding here. We have people all over the world.
Oh yeah,
here.
I know. I've met several from several different countries.
Yeah, case in point, we had a fellow from he was from Iowa last spring. He was a competitive bike rider.
Okay.
He came all the way down here in March to train.
Wow, it's incredible. I know for a fact that there's some good hill climbing around.
Yes, yeah. I think Dave, you came up the Town Pass,
Yeah,
which is
sure
about
did.
4,000 foot elevation.
Yes,
gate.
yeah.
So it's a wonderful place for biking and hiking and camping.
Awesome.
I recommend it highly. Yes.
Now, let me ask you this question. In the last, say, 30 days, how many bicycle tours do you estimate that you've that have been here at the campground?
Yeah, there was probably about 20 every other day. The past 2 weeks, we've had one almost every day.
Okay, good.
Every day, and they're kind of novice riders. They usually are in a group with a support van. One thing that I do want to warn any bicyclist here is the riding regulations are different here. You cannot ride side by side in the state park.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's
Yes,
good. That's a good tip.
That is a violation, and the state of California allows you to do that.
That's right. You can do 2 abreast.
2 abreast in California, but not in a national park.
Okay, good. Well, Phil, I cannot thank you enough. You've been nothing but good to me. You brought me a camp chair and a beer.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you very much and safe travels.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and welcome. You're welcome to be here, and I hope that we can get some more bikers down.
Fantastic. Thank you. At StovePipe Wells, And before I leave, I just want to show you around a little bit. Here is the campground. The camp host is right here. You just saw Phil. Stovepipe Village is laid out right here. That's the general store and the campground. I'm sorry, the gas station. The general store is mostly souvenirs, is what you would expect. They do have some food items, some pre-made sandwiches, but there's very little. I mean, there's just not a lot there. They do sell beer, sandwiches, and a few other things. There's peanut butter and jelly, bread, and that kind of stuff, but there is nothing really. Across the street is the actual Stovepipe Village, and there's a hotel which has rooms that range from as cheap as $117 to as expensive as $245. There's a bathroom right there, but it's just a bathroom. There is no showers here. However, right in that building right there's a swimming pool, and for $4 you can they have showers and you can use the swimming pool. There's a saloon / bar which serves hot. I didn't eat there, but I went in and it looked awesome. The food looked good. There's a restaurant right next to that also serves food. It's open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Actually, the restaurant is open breakfast and dinner, and the saloon is open for lunch. And let's see, what else? Did I miss anything? Gift shop. Again, it's mostly souvenirs, t-shirts, stickers, and decals, and patches, and stuff. The cost to camp here, right there at the registration station, right here. The cost to camp is $12 a night here in the tenting area. And like Phil mentioned yesterday, the camp host, this is the tenting area. There's a picnic table and a fire ring, and I think there's 8 sites right here in the front. And then the back row, there's also tenting, and there's an additional 30 or something. They'd find a spot for you. And Phil told me that they've never filled up. 190 spots, no problem. You can see the Panamint Dunes right there. I'll be heading over that way. I'm headed to Furnace Creek today, where I will make camp, do laundry, take a shower. I need a place to upload videos, and I know I'm not going to be able to find it here. I have 2 complete ready to upload, and I have enough clips to make a third. So when the day finally arrives that I find some upload bandwidth, I will probably load 3. Hopefully I'll find a fast place. But that's all for Stovepipe Wells here in Death Valley National Park, and I'm headed down the road about 30 miles or so to the big visitors area and museums, and I'll probably do a ranger talk at Furnace Creek.